Hi everyone, in this video, I'm going to do an ideology guide. Quick breakdown: you can choose ideologies for your country by going to your country tab, going to ideologies here, then selecting the path you wish to go down through. To get to the bottom 3, you need to pass through these top 3. Each ideology has different boosts, they're on screen here. You need 250 political power to switch to the first one, then 500 for the second one. So, for this comparison, I created these 3 countries, each with around 85 million people, just different ideologies. I'm splitting this in 3 sections: economy, military, and political. Military will be split in 2, standing army and warring army. Starting with economy, democracy easily takes the cake here. The enormous bonus to tax income is insane. Fascism comes next, but it's only half of democracy's income. Last place is communism, with only 2,700,000 tax income. However, communism has a saving grace: industry. It doubles the amount of stuff produced by a factory. Unfortunately, communism has a lot of corruption, so you have to spend money to fix that or hire a leader. In this case, 2 million from those 2.7 million were used to fix the corruption, which is not good. Democracy wins this round. Fascism comes in next, then communism. If you know what you're doing, you can still get an enormous economy as a communist. Next up, military. As I said earlier, this will be split in 2. How big of an army can your country field support, and how good is it at actually surviving a large-scale war? For the first part, I made 1 million troops. Fascism is the cheapest, due to the 50% reduction in military spending, which is crazy. Next up is communism, and last democracy, due to the 15% increase. Democracy's large economy does help a lot, however keep in mind you're probably going to need a large navy, air force and tanks, all of which are even more expensive. Now, let's see how each country fares in a war. Basically, I'm going to send these 1 million troops to death, and see how each country handles it. Fascism and democracy got 0.22 war exhaustion both. Communism is at 0, which is insane. There are other things we need to keep in mind too. Communism gives an enormous manpower boost. Fascism gives a boost too, but democracy actually decreases your manpower, not ideal in a war. Communism also decreases reinforcement cost, which is useful in a large war. Fascism does have some other tricks up its sleeve though. Justification times are really fast. Communism also reduces time a bit. Democracy increases it a lot though. Apart from that, fascism has a unique feature. It gives 1 extra diplomacy slot. This means that you can justify on 3 countries at a time instead of the usual 2. A slot is also used up when funding rebels in a country. Whenever you declare war, you get 2 extra stability, which is overpowered. Democracy on the contrary, takes 3 stability points, which makes it difficult to expand quickly. So, I think in general, fascism takes the cake, but communism comes in really close due to how good it is in a very big war. Last one now, political. Fascism has a crazy stability boost that is unmatched. It does come with a bit of a debuff to unrest reduction though. Similarly, communism gives some stability but some unrest reduction debuffs. Democracy doesn't give extra stability, but reduces unrest a lot. Also, since you have a large economy, you can always spend some money on government spending for extra stability. I'm giving this to fascism, then democracy and finally communism due to their corruption. So, we've reached the end. The final scoreboard is 1, fascism, 2, democracy and 3, communism. These results are probably going to anger a few communist mains, however I would like to point out that this isn't the final story. First of all, these countries here start off with an ideology other than non-aligned. If you're playing one of these, I highly suggest not to change their ideology or ideology path. I also think that resource-rich countries would benefit greatly from communism. Democracy isn't useless either. If you wish to play tall, meaning getting as good of an economy as possible without expansion, then democracy is perfect for you. This economy is theoretically possible as Jordan without expansion, which is insane. It really depends on your goals and playstyle. I think overall, Fascism is just the easiest ideology, not necessarily the uncontested winner. So yeah, drop a like if you found the video helpful. I'll see you next time.